International Media TV. Television that listens to you.
Hi, I'm Johnnie Burrell. Welcome to the program.
Hi everybody. Hey Reverend Brown. Thank you guys for coming, guys and gals. My name is London Breed. I am the supervisor for District 5, and this is, I guess, the third meeting that we've had to talk about what should happen with, I'm going to call it YOSHI'S. I don't know what to call it other than YOSHI'S. It's been YOSHI'S from the beginning. So what should happen with YOSHI'S? What should happen with the Fillmore Corridor? And this meeting is to discuss that. If I had the opportunity somehow to open this place up tomorrow, I would. But unfortunately, there are a lot of things that have crippled our ability to not only open this place for the interim, but more importantly, move this process forward in order to hopefully select somehow an operator that can bring this location back to what it should be for this community, and that is a thriving arts entertainment destination.
The supervisor was very succinct in terms of what our opportunity is tonight, and that's basically to make sure that the conversations that we've been having with you to date, you can see that we are incorporating in terms of whatever the next steps will be that lead to the ultimate activation of the YOSHI'S site. We know it's important to the community. We know it's important to people individually. We know it's important to the economic vitality of the corridor, and that's why it's of utmost importance to us to get this process right. Okay, so again, what we've heard, we thought it was very important just to reflect back to you, like I said, exactly what we've been hearing from all of you. Because we want to make sure whatever the process is, whatever the criteria are that determine who gets access to this site, knows that they are taking into consideration what we've been hearing from all of you to date. But we want to make sure that the community is directly involved in whatever recommendations are made to the Board of Supervisors about what happens in this space. And the best way to ensure that the community uses and desires are respected and reflected is to have the community members part of that process. So 9 members on a selection committee is what we're proposing. The majority of them is what we heard, both from the community and from the supervisor, needed to come from the community itself. And then there needs to be some kind of long-standing community involvement, whether you've been a resident, whether you understand the history of the community, whether you are financially invested in the corridor as a merchant, or you've been involved historically in some process that has benefited this neighborhood.
And I wish to say that as pastor of Third Baptist Church and as president of the NACP, we would like to appeal to you respectfully so, that we be driven by the moral imperative. And that moral imperative is, we know who the people are, who have been underserved, who've been denied, who've been looked over, that we need to be very careful and cautious about making sure that at the end of the day, we will have done something that will say San Francisco is deserving of bearing the name of St. Francis.
What I'm saying is that I don't think you ever really gave us a chance to come around and for the community to get behind an African American developer who is financially capable to submit on this project. I mean, I think that he's almost been ignored. And all I'm saying is that this is our last little bit of culture in this city. And I just think that you're taking the last of anything that we have. And I'm just so disappointed. we really should give the black community a chance to keep this project. And if you put out an RFP, you've given it away.
What the black community needs to save Yoshi's is an instrument, a corporate instrument, community corporation, that has the respect of our community to function as a partner with the city and county of San Francisco. If we structured such an instrument to participate in the capital problems that are associated with saving Yoshi's, we could in fact approach the city of San Francisco on the notion of the city owning the instrument in a joint venture with that corporation. If in fact the city entered into a joint venture with that kind of instrument, it could be a JV that we would buy the city out over a period of time.
The city and county of San Francisco actually does not own the property. The current owner of the property, the legal owner, is the successor agency to the redevelopment agency of the city and county of San Francisco. The artist formerly known as redevelopment. It's actually a separate state authorized entity, as redevelopment always was for 60 years. We're certainly part of the city family, but legally, the city and county of San Francisco doesn't own it.
There's a lot of things that are tied up because of this particular project. But as far as I'm concerned, yes, I want to see something happen there. Yes, I want to do everything I can to open that space and to get someone to help support investing in what's necessary in order to open that space, but not at the expense of spending additional affordable housing revenue to do it. And I really appreciate the comments from everybody, because this is really helpful feedback, because we have to figure out a way to make sure that this place, not just this place, but this community is thriving.
Let me say, what this community wants is an opportunity. And they are not asking a free lunch either. They're saying, give us an opportunity, so let's figure out how we can acquire something of an economic asset and a cultural significance for this community on our own.
Each time I try not to say anything, but you know me. One of the things that I wanted to also weigh in on is the interim use of that building. Thank you for so graciously mentioning Kwanzaa, but we need venues in this community, so I want to put my little 2 cents worth in that during the interim of your timeline, that building, and especially the community part, correct, the lobby, the screening room, those areas, the gallery, those areas were always a part of the community.
Good evening, and thank you Supervisor Breed and Joaquin and city staff for providing this opportunity for us to speak. I think everyone here is united in the desire to have a vibrant and viable space next door.
We have an outline and we have a full business plan, and we have $1 million of our own money. As Supervisor says, she don't want to invest any money. We have a signed intent letter to take over Yoshi's right now as a management partner.